Testimony in the trial of an accused Atlanta rapper known as Cash Out.
He and two co-defendants are facing charges including sex trafficking.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, bottom of the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about Cash Out. So if you don't know who Cash Out is, I'm pretty sure you know. Ride with that nigga. What was the song that nigga got? Got a condo on my wrist. Oh. I say you grabbing on my toe. She told me smack on the butt. Her butt. Alright, but that's my shit right now. I ain't gonna lie. But if you didn't know, out of Atlanta, this is actually this is actually another one of Fannie Willis's cases and RICOs that she brought forward. Cash Out, whose real name is John Gibson, along with the mother and cousin. His mother and cousin, three are facing serious charges tied to alleged sex trafficking enterprise that prosecutors said spanned several years. His mother and cousin were already found guilty of RICO charges, and detailing all three, Gibson, his mother, and his cousin, Linda Smith and Tyrone Taylor, were all found guilty of RICO charges. Gibson was also found guilty, Cash Out, of rape. All three of them were found guilty on trafficking charges. Gibson was found guilty on 2 counts of trafficking and not guilty on 2 more. Smith was found guilty on 1 count and not guilty on 1 other, and Taylor was found guilty of 1 count of trafficking. Damn, boy, that nigga Cash Out got a condo on my wrist, girl. I'm cashing out. He ain't Cash Out for real, obviously. But if he had to do all this, which is absolutely bonkers, thinking how the fuck he got here. Like, so if you didn't know before and how he got in this situation, he was actually indicted in 2022, where they accused him of using his status as a rapper to lure women into sex work and using his label Pyrex Music Group, and they called this a prostitution ring. They said several women testified that Cash Out made them perform sex acts for money that would then allegedly have to turn over to the rapper, who gave them promises of money and career advances. The jury was also shown bank records that allegedly showed payments tied to sex trafficking, and they said he is facing a possibility of 25 years of life, and his citizen is scheduled for Monday, July 21st.
Rapper won't know the punishment for his RICO and sex trafficking conviction until after the weekend. Atlanta News First anchor Joe Gorcho is live tonight outside the Fulton County Courthouse. So, Joe, it didn't take this jury very long to find a verdict for Cash Out.
And Blair, the jury able to reach this decision after the weeks-long trial, following hearing extensive testimony from alleged victims, law enforcement, prosecutors, and of course the defense pushing back against those claims. Now John Michael Gibson, better known as Cash Out, along with the 2 co-defendants, including his own mother, Linda Smith, await sentencing, which will take place on Monday.
So this will be posted on Saturday, so he'll be scheduled for 2 days. We'll also talk about it then once we get that. So, damn, Cash Out. Cash Out, Cash Out, Cash Out. He's facing up to a possibility of 25 years to life now. I probably will in a couple days, just, for the sake of the content and things of that sort, dive deeper, or at least try to dive deeper into the transcripts and things of that sort, because something about this does give overcharge a little bit. It's saying using his status. I mean, guessing lure women into sexual acts to perform sexual. My thing is, it's really how he comes across and how he leads it. Like, it's like, do he be like, yeah, we gonna, to get this money, we gotta fuck? Or is he just having, building some type of, rapport with these women, and then, he talks about money and things of that sort? So I hope it's not the latter, because damn, if they finna send that nigga up the road for this, it's crazy. But I just can't believe this shit, bro. Like, how did Cash Out go from that to a prostitution ring? Like, just saying that out loud sounds crazy. And even crazier when you think about his mother and cousin being really his mama. You getting arrested with your mama for a prostitution ring. You can't write no shit like that. Honestly, you cannot write no shit. And then they said following his arrest, Cash was cited a Bible verse on his Instagram story. He guilty. Never mind. Fuck the story. He guilty. That's all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG, TikTok, bottom of the video, and we out.